Taurus. My name is Audrey Alison. Thank you for joining me. It's super early in the morning, like the crows are out early. Let's start the top of the month with full moon energy at 9 degrees of Capricorn on the 1st. So this is the 9th house of education and your belief system, and also long distance travel. The full moon is the culmination and the awareness in this sector. So those of you who were traveling in June are probably returning around the 1st, but this could also be an end to some study, an ending to some schooling that you had maybe at the beginning of summer. Also, this could be an end to a way of thinking, a belief system, a mental pattern in the 9th house. An end of metaphysical study, bringing an awareness to something spiritually that needs to be seen. On the 8th of July, I was about to say Gemini, but Mercury, the planet that governs Gemini, moves out of Gemini and enters the watery realm of Cancer into your 3rd house of communication. So this is Mercury in a sector that he naturally loves to govern for you. And all things information, communication, writing, speech, analysis, public speaking, the review. This is tremendous for client building businesses because Mercury is only here for 2 weeks and 1 day, from the 8th of July to the 23rd. Take advantage of building the client database for those of you independent entrepreneurial people starting your own businesses. Mercury is putting wind to your sails, so you can use him for 2 weeks straight in this 3rd house of communication, this sector for you. It's beautiful for people looking to gain more clients for business, or communication with the siblings, the 3rd house of the siblings, and the new vehicle, the 3rd house of wheels, of a car coming your way. Okay, on the 15th of July, the new moon is at 23 degrees of Cancer. This 3rd house, this new moon energy in the 3rd, you could see a new car come into play. Mercury and the new moon conjunct the 3rd house might bring some new wheels into your life. It could also mean a birth of a new sibling. It could mean new clients, new energy, new information coming in. I might get the Chariot for you here. We'll see. But set your intentions on the 15th, on that new moon, for all things you'd like to achieve in the 3rd house. It could be, for those of you wanting to do something regarding speech or performance for a living, write your list of intentions regarding this in this 3rd house of expression, because this could absolutely occur within the full year cycle, if not a 28-day lunar cycle. On the 22nd of July, our sun enters Leo like he does every year, but he doesn't always enter Leo while there's Jupiter sitting in the middle of it at 21 degrees, and Venus, who's been there for quite a minute and will continue to be there through October 8th. Mercury also joins the party on the 23rd in Leo, so it'll be the Sun conjunct Jupiter and Venus and Mercury in Leo, all in the 4th house of home, all in the 4th house of environment, of the maternal instinct, of the soul. The 4th house is the deep soul house on the wheel. A lot of you are building or expanding the environment, and if you aren't, you're feeling as if you should. Your residence might be too tight of quarters for you. You could be switching up the environment or feel the desire, impetus to do that. Jupiter wants you to expand. The sun is the life force, the brightest star. He's right in that sector. Venus wants you to beautify. So for those of you who are unhappy with your surroundings, it's time for the change. Now, if you don't have the money to move, you're doing something internally to make this a larger space and to beautify the space. Taurus, you rule. You're ruled by Venus. And she's sensuality and soft fabrics and silk and earthly tones and beautiful colors, browns and purples and deep colors, rich blues and earth tones as well. I don't know why I'm channeling colors, but they're coming. So you might be doing something with paints or fabrics and just making the space appear more luxurious if you're not dealing with the financial aspects to do so. However, Venus is also money in the fourth house. So there could be money coming to you that you might spend on property or another location or something to enhance the environment. I mentioned Venus in Leo, but on the 25th, she barely makes it to the 0 degree of Virgo. At the 29 degree of Leo, she retrogrades through September 6th, still in the fourth house. She goes direct on September 6th, remaining in Leo through October 8th. 4-month stay for Venus in this sector for you. By the end of her visit, by October 8th, there are new surroundings in your environment, whether that is the people within them, but I think it's actually the decor as well as the expansion of the environment. You might bust down a few walls too. If you own your property, you might think of ways to how to make this bigger, an outdoor living space. Venus loves the outdoors. Something is expanded there in the fourth house. Also, beautifying the relationship with your mother is important with all of these personal planets in the fourth. For those of you who had estranged relationships or are at a distance from the mother figure, there is a smoothing over of this relationship during this time. On the 26th, Uranus retrogrades. Not uncommon, he retrogrades every year for half the year. And this review is in a sector that you're accustomed to because he's been there since 2010 when he moved into Aries. He retrogrades at 20 degrees of Aries. This is in your 12th house. I'm not mad at this. The 12th house is the house of release, the house of endings and addictions and quiet inner reflection and psychic ability and the subconscious mind and the dreams. Uranus is a rebel. Uranus is my boy. He likes autonomy and an independent feel and flavor for doing things. He also likes a very progressed way of handling things via the internet, forward thinking. You might, with the 12th house, this is not a massive retrograde for you, but you might feel that while you sleep, there is a need for space or independence. Maybe while you rest, you need to rest on your own. Just a maybe. It won't apply for everyone in the same way, but it could be that. It could be that while you are at rest and while the mind is at rest, you need your independent space and might feel a little bit controlled if smothered. Not major though. You're used to this review. I think it comes and goes annually while this rebellion planet does his retrograde. But he does tend to make people want to be more independent throughout that retrograde. And an independent way in the 12th is maybe how you're sleeping, or you're releasing an addiction or a habit solely on your own, which is probably not the way it's normally recommended. You know, when people want to release an addiction, for example, alcohol, they go to AA, they go to groups, they have a team to help them facilitate that. This is suggesting you're doing the release on your own, very independent release. On the 31st of July, the last day, we have our blue moon. So this is our full moon, blue moon at 7 degrees of Aquarius. This is a culmination in the 10th house. So on the 1st of the month, culmination awareness in the 9th house. On the 15th, mid-month, new moon, intentions in the 3rd house. The last day, on the 31st, full moon, culmination awareness in the 10th house of career. There could be an ending to a project that you were working on. You could be facilitating an exit in the career and starting your retirement. This could apply in a lot of different ways. It could also be that there's an ending to a certain responsibility that you had in the workforce and a change of title because of this. Bringing something to your awareness internally, not a time for action. It's a time for reaction internally, a receptiveness. The moon is receptive and understanding. It's not about pushing through and demanding. Let me get to the cards. and see what comes up for you. See who shows up for the reading. And as usual, if you'd like a reading with me, I read all through the week at audreyallison.com. You can find me there and choose your reading length, anywhere from 10 to 90 minutes. And I will get back to you as soon as I can, usually within a day or two. I appreciate your patience. And it's very rare that I can book same-day readings unless there's a cancellation, but I do have a waiting list, so it's almost an impossibility to get a reading on the same day that you're asking for it. It might not even be a possibility that I can even read that email in enough time. That's how mad love I'm getting from the YouTubers. I really appreciate it. Okay, Taurus, here are your cards for July. The Ace of Coins, the independent earnings, your own wealth, a new source of health or wealth. It's also the time of spring that we're not in, but we'll see how this applies. Ooh, I got this for the last sign. The Nine of Cups, your wish card is appearing in this reading. Taurus, this is your wish card. He's puffing his chest. He's accomplished something. He's very happy about something. He's got something to be proud of. This is a little Capricorn goat too, so maybe some of you are dealing with someone who's proud in that sign for you. The next card, the Fool, starting a new venture blindly, having faith, taking a new step forward on an adventure, going out, branching out on your own. This is Uranian energy. Now you have a few cards as the final, and I'm sorry about all the drilling. It's a Monday. I live near a car shop. Okay, Ace of Swords. You have the Ace of Coins as well. Victory. So what you set your mind and your attentions on, your mind, the swords cards, the intellect, the thoughts. There's victory in earning your coin. This was an outcome card. Now you have three others. The King of Cups. Amazing. Self-fulfillment, finding answers within. Also could be a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces male. But for me, this tends to be a Scorpio. The Two of Wands, the Lovers, the Twin Flames, passionate. Mercury and Venus, which is Hermes and Aphrodite in Greek astrology, Greek mythology. And it's just two lovers that are inseparable. And the Eight of Coins, earning a living and being the master of your craft, the master craftsman. That's tricky alliteration. Okay. Let's see. If your goal is your earnings and getting a new source of your earnings, there's confidence that's required and self-confidence and taking a blind leap. Venturing out without always seeing or knowing the result. Just having the self-assured inner confidence to take this step and be out on your own. Very Uranian energy. And the aces are independence. They are the ones, the initiators. And you've got victory on your side. And you see how the bird's flying free? She's breaking free from conformity and being her own victory. You have everything you need. You're self-assured, finding answers within. Your fulfillment is within you. And you can also turn to a relationship. And if you don't have one, that's what might be coming in. That might be the ace, the new endeavor, the new love. But there is a focus here on your finances and how you're earning. And I feel like this really independent feeling of starting out on your own as far as your earnings. So I'm wishing you all the best. The full moon in the 10th house just might be the catalyst you need to walk on out and do something on your own to earn this. And you will have success in it. Thanks, Taurus. I appreciate your support. Have a beautiful month. And I will see you in August. Have a sweet day.